give a fucking damn, man.
The guy's gonna get chipped too.
Yeah, they don't give a fucking damn. They'll just tell you to take the ship. Look how easy it is. Beep, beep. They'll just tell them that. You know? Hey, what is good to say? He or she should not regard young nor old.
Right.
You know? He don't give a damn.
That's what, second or just 7?
You don't want to get down with it. You gonna die. You gonna starve. You ain't gonna pay for your fucking heating. They don't care, man. They give you an ultimatum. That's what they give you, an ultimatum, man. You take this chip or you don't. That's it, man. You be left your own devices. You gonna die in the cold. You gonna die without food, man. Okay, but bro,
you on the chip?
Yeah, we want to read it now. Yeah.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, go and read it.
This is Revelations chapter 13 and 15. This is verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, and this image, man, okay, ain't Caesar Borgia. Okay, ain't Jesus Christ, right? His image is his ideas, his plans. Okay, his new world order, so to speak. That's the ultimate of his thing, is the new world order. And part of his new world order is this, the RFID chip. And compete dominion over all the populace, man.
Yeah.
That's part of his image.
Also going into the Roman Empire as well, man. You know, because this is the Roman Empire revived. The deadly wound that was healed.
Yep.
You know, that's why they still use Roman numerals. There's still body parts named after Latin names and shit.
All these sciences,
you know,
they go back to Latin. In their depths, they go into Latin. Botanists, you know, they'll go into Gluteus Maximus,
Maximus.
You know, all that shit. Okay, it all goes back to the Latin, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's their image, man. That's part of their image. And if you ain't down with that image, then you could be killed, like the scripture says. You ain't down with that new world order. You ain't down with their form of democracy, which ain't gonna be a democracy no more. Okay, it's gonna become an what do they call that? Autocracy or some shit. You know, wherever it is, man. It ain't gonna be no fucking democracy anymore. You gotta do as you're told. Okay, because you're gonna get switched off.
Yeah. Oh shit, you said switched off. Hey,
switched off.
Lionel was saying that on the RT.
Oh, is it?
On
Okay.
the RT interview, man.
He said that.
He was like, if they bring it to court, then they're just gonna be like, if you're a criminal, just turn the chip off.
But you know, it's like another thing I watch on YouTube with the China thing, man. They got their social credit, right? And basically they're monitoring you the whole time. And if you don't meet the criteria, man, you're blacklisted.
Right.
Aaron Russo said that.
Cut out.
You know,
Aaron Russo.
Aaron Russo.
I was going to add, brother. You know, in preparation to the completion of their agenda, which is the RFID chip, right now we're walking around with these phones, and that's another thing that Lionel said, man. All right, on Russia Today. He said that because of we're walking around with the phones. Well, the other day on Thursday, the network provider O2, they were switched off. You know, you brothers know about that, innit? With the O2, it was switched off, man.
Oh yeah.
The network weren't working, and people had an insight to being switched off. And they was like, wow, man, we can't function.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I was at work, people was all bugging out, man.
People can't access their social media feeds.
Yeah, man.
You know, and that just shows you an example of people being addicted to technology in this kingdom, man. That's why the scripture tells you in 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter, it tells you the fashion of this world passeth away. He is not using this world and abusing it, man.
I mean, that's why they go out and tell you, right? I mean, when you hear these guys speak about the chip and that, right? They'll tell you we're already connected to you know, all this technology. We're already become transhumanists. They're already telling you that to get you into that mind that you can't actually do without this thing.
Right.
You know, so you're gonna have to take the chip because otherwise you're gonna be locked out and you can't bear the thought of that.
Yeah.
You can't bear the thought of not updating your fucking Instagram. You know, you can't bear the thought of it.
You're going to feel like you're reduced to the state of being in the Stone Age. And that's one of the statements that was made when the military invaded Iraq. They say that they reduced their radio communication down to that of the Stone Age, in which their military couldn't communicate as well as they would, and then they took them over, man. So it just shows you that people are given that mentality of feeling like, if you ain't got the new thing, RFID chip, then you ain't hip, you ain't with it, man. You're like Stone Age.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
You can't fit in.
Oh,
Can't up.
Kid Boo, remember that two-third?
Yeah.
You know, and even him, that guy said his private investor told him to get the
Oh,
chip.
private investor.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
if I can just add, because Apostle Ramlab did a video about the mark of the beast, right? And he was talking about everyone being hip to the latest tech.
yeah.
Now, you know, even if a phone costs $1,000, it doesn't matter, man. Everyone's looking to get the latest and greatest instantly. You know, now they got these new
addicts.
instant upgrade contracts with EE now. You might get a P20 Pro. As soon as a Mate 20 Pro comes out, hey man, 6 months later you can upgrade on the spot. They got people literally like on hamster wheel for this technology, man. So that's what they're doing with the chip. When they bring the chip out, if you ain't got the chip, you ain't gonna be hip with it, like the brother was saying.
It's gonna seem like a natural progression.
Right.
Because especially with the climate, like I said, when this really goes hard, man, when all hell broke, it's gonna break loose, man. Okay, and you ain't gonna have many options. It's not like, oh, you got the option between this and that. You know, it's gonna be the chip or nothing. Okay, because when you got no access to food, like important shit, you know, no water, no energy bill, you can't do shit. You gonna have to take the chip to get those things. That's why every house is a fucking smart house now.
That's why you're going to get caused to take it, man, because everything's going to operate with the chip. You're going to open your front door with the chip, you're going to control your car with the chip. Everything is going to be controlled by the chip. So if you don't have it, you're not going to be able to operate in the system, man.
You know, it's not even a discussion. Most people won't take it. That's not even a discussion. It's prophecy that people are going to be chipped, man. And besides that, we've seen so many other things that the people have accepted that they didn't generally practice at different times. It's been a progression to get people to accept, just like the Oyster card, just like the mobile phone. All right. Now we've got breast augmentation. People accepted it no matter what the risks are. People are accepting all kind of changes, eyeball, getting their pupil tattooed. They're just accepting it and doing those things, man. So how far is it from someone to accept what they would consider something as a progression of a passport, a progression of a bank card, the progression of a Oyster card?
Well, you know what it's gonna be like, you know, like Lord of the Rings, when they had the one ring to rule them all. It's gonna be the chip to answer all things, bro. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be. You don't need the shit to do anything. You know? Bro, read this again. Read that same verse as well. And bro, he's got an article he wants to bring out, man.
And it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, so those who won't worship, who won't bow down to the demands of the governments trying to get you to take this shit, man, you're gonna be killed. That's why the concentration camps are there. That's why the guillotines are there.
Yeah.
Okay? This is all in preparation. They're preparing.
Oh yeah.
Okay? Behind the scenes. You people are not privy to it, but they're preparing for it. They know it's coming.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing. They know what time it is.
Esau's even got like a torture machine that decapitates you. It like twists your head and pulls it off.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man.
Sick.
Esau got a machine to decapitate you, man. Esau's the devil, man. He's got blessed with the sword, man.
You know, so this ain't a joke.
Twist your head off and pluck it off, blood.
Yeah, so anyone that should not worship should be killed. Right, bro's got an article.
Yeah, I believe Brother Shakal said Apostle was going into this, man.
A couple years ago.
You know, a couple years back. This is from FoxNews.com. It says Saudi killer chip implant would eliminate undesirables.
Yeah, I remember this, man. We had some dude developing this shit that can kill people, innit? From Saudi. I remember this, man. So yeah, it just shows you what the applications it can be used for.
Yeah.
It ain't just a simple microchip. Oh, like Nate, it's just a tracking system. No, bro, it's a killing machine.
Right.
It can buy your food. It can monitor you. It can do all kinds of shit, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, as soon as it goes into your skin, it's killing you because it emits radiation.
Yeah.
You know, it's already poisonous, man.
It can make paralyzed people walk.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is fuck up your frequencies in your body, man.
Miracle.
And you get ill, you get fucked up, can't walk, all that kind of shit, man.
Yeah.
It says it could be the ultimate. It could be the ultimate in political control.
Hoorah! This is what we need right now.
It says German media outlets reported last week that a Saudi inventor's application to patent a killer chip as
So like, who's Saudi in leads with? Oh, America. Okay, go on.
as the Swiss tabloids put it, had been denied. The basic model would consist of a tiny GPS transceiver placed in a capsule and inserted under a person's skin
Well, there's a capsule right there.
Yeah.
so that authorities could track him easily.
Yeah. Oh, you know DARPA's interested in that, man. DARPA was always held into that.
Yeah.
You know, they just done the deal with Microsoft, man. They're doing all kinds of shit. You know DARPA's interested in that. They make it sound like, oh yeah, no one would ever buy this.
Yeah.
No, DARPA would.
And this article's from 2009.
Well, I remember Elders Apostles bringing that. They see an army, someone from the army in it on the street. They say he got implanted.
Yeah, man.
They've
LA.
been implanted.
Yeah. And he was like, he had a chip underneath his tongue. He had like 4 chips, man.
So they know they're doing it.
You know.
It's not a fucking joke.
Where they're pushing it out in, if you watch the latest Mission Impossible movie, Mission Impossible Fallout, they literally showed this picture right here. They literally showed that going into a so-called terrorist in the film. His name was Solomon, and they called the terrorists the apostles, man. That's what they called them, and then they were scanned out. They were found out on the map across all over the globe, man. All you had was a dark silhouette. And they said, yeah, they're scattered all over in all these different organizations.
Oh, man.
So that's how you know that they're coming for us, man.
Yep.
You know? And they had the RFID microchip, like a grain of rice. This picture that you see right here, they had it in Mission Impossible, man. And they said it was a tracking device. Because they were coming to track down Solomon, right? Which is the name of the main terrorist guy, right? And how they tried to stop them from tracking him down was taking it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, but they took the chip out of him. You know?
At the end of the day, you can see that they've got plans on who's going to accept the chip and who ain't going to accept the chip.
Right.
So
Well, you got your
red list,
your black, your
blue list, and yellow list.
You got Project Megiddo, the Rex 84 program. You got the Black Extremist movements now.
Project Tempera, which is the version of in the UK, you know, the equivalent to that, man, because that, if you read it up on Wikipedia, it tells you that it's in preparation of you know, any terrorist organizations or attacks in the UK.
Political dissent.
You know, so they're in preparation for that in the UK. And I'm not sure if they're still going on, but I know on the 9th, which is tomorrow, ain't there meant to be a protest against the Brexit thing as well? So they're getting in preparation for this for this Brexit and despair in the UK, man.
Right. But they call it political dissent. When the people are not happy with the government and stuff like that, man. Because obviously when this whole hell breaks loose, man, Brexit is just one factor. You know, with all the you know, the divide and shit, man. But like I said, when this whole place goes down, who's going to be to blame? The government. They're going to blame the government. And the people are going to rise against the government. That's in
2nd of
16.
So that's all part of that, man. Because they're going to rise up, you know, like V for Vendetta. You know, they're going to rise up against the militias, because they're going to have the army out here. They're going to have, you know, mercenaries to make up the numbers and shit.
There was already an article that came out a few weeks ago where they were saying that Theresa May was having talks with the military.
Yep, that's right.
In case
when it so happens.
Exactly.
You know, to control, because they're going to control, what do they call that? I want to say substance, but that's not the word I'm using, man. They're going to control certain goods, man. You know, the fuel, the food, you know, they're going to confiscate shit. You know? So they're going to rise up against them. And they're going to be called, you know, political dissenters, man. And you're going to have terrorists mix them on them, or they're going to deem terrorists mix them on them. Okay, so this is why they're going to show of force. That's why they're preparing Tempera, Jade Helm. Okay, that's why they got guillotines there ready for you, man. And you know, once your ass up in a fucking concentration camp, man, you're going to have 2 choices. You're going to walk out alive.
Well, they're going to say, prove you're not one. Have you got the chip?
Yes, exactly. That's what you are you willing to take this chip? Because we know it's going to come fast. Because right now, it might not seem that it's moving too quickly, man, but we know the devil coming in great wrath, because you know you have for a short time. So this is going to happen fairly quickly, man, when it actually comes down to it.
Yeah.
You know, because they're going to be forced to take it. People are going to take off their own accord, but there's going to come a point where you will get made to take it. Okay, because this place is going to go down.
I've got a quick one. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yep, that's right. So we know his plans, we know his agenda. Okay, we know what these technologies are for, the Internet of Things. Okay, you know, the 5G networks and all that kind of shit. We know what it's there for. Ain't for no good. He just, you know, he marketing right now. He marketing into you like a good. You know, you got the free advertisement, man. Mobile phones are good. You know, and I'm just thinking, but it gives you radiation. It ain't that fucking good. You know what I'm saying? So You know, they're pushing all that mindset, man, to be accepting of all this technology, man, all these upgrades.
That was the devil's devices, right? Clever marketing.
Yeah.
Through clever marketing.
Well, he's a deceiver.
Yeah.
He's a devil. You know what I mean? That's what he does.
With the clever marketing, they're trying to hide the turbulence of the dollar, of the pound, and all these other currencies, man. Why? Because the governments are overspending, or let's just say the elites are spending so much just to keep this place afloat. Their militaries are spread thin, all right, and they're running the money, their expenditures. Everyone's on debt, so all that perpetual debt is creating is inflation and devalue of a currency, where they're spending too much on the building of the country and so forth. And then guess what? That same thing happened in Rome. So you can see that's a omen of things to come.
Well, it's like we said earlier, man. Because really, they're not really spending their money here. It's in their militaries, man. Right?
Yeah.
That's where most of their money's going.
Yeah.
Or a large portion of it, where it could be doing other things like getting the fucking homeless off the fucking street. But they're not really concerned about this kingdom, especially not America, because they know America is there for a sacrifice, man. It's what do they call that? Dispensable. You know? So they're ready to let America go. That's why it's getting eroded down. Their bridges are like minus D categories and shit like that.
Oh, man.
They spend all that money in the military and they're still gonna fucking lose.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like the apostles say, America's nothing but a big corporation.
That's right.
That's what it is.
And it's a whore because everyone's using the fuck out of it, man.
That's what it is.
And that's why it's set out to be destroyed.
Like,
You know? It's going exactly the way the scriptures prophesy about, man.
America's being pimped out, man. That's all it is. You know, the nation's
Polyamorous whore.
you know, and it's a good point that I wanted to make. I did watch this documentary because you was talking about the devaluation of the currency, and it's the same thing that's happening now. It's the same thing what was happening in Rome, because in Rome you had it to the Roman currency was the denarii, right?
Yeah.
It was made of like you had like a quote unquote a gold standard in Rome.
Yeah.
But then when they started to debase it, they started to mix it with like, you know, quote unquote
Tin,
different
Inferior
metals.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that they're doing with the printing of money.
And they did the clippings as well.
Right,
Then
right.
as well, they used to clip it, or they used to print a new value on it, add another zero. You know, anything they could. But then eventually it went down. So what you're seeing is the devaluing of the currencies, clever marketing to make the packet smaller, or reduce the size of the packet of what you used to buy something, but yet still it's the same price. You're just reducing the substance of what you're paying for. You know, clever marketing.
That's inflation.
You know, all these different things are really algorithms. Everything right now is an algorithm leading to one thing: the RFID chip, man. Whether it's war, civil unrest, everything is leading to the RFID chip, man. The mark of the beast.
Auto up KO, man.
Yeah,
That's right. You got something now?
Yeah, I got
Bro,
one.
you got
no, this brother's reading.
you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
No, I wanted Revelations 13 in it. That's why I had the brother reading it.
I got something real quick. It's the 2nd Ezra 9:1. He said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou shalt see as part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Now we understand. Because we're watching, we know the scriptures, we know what's prophesied, man. So when we see these things, it's like, oh, it's a wake-up call to us.
Right.
We know what's going on. We're not in the dark about it. Okay, these people are in the dark. Okay?
Yeah, and it goes on to say, this is the point, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. What's going on over in France right now?
Yeah, man.
Over the hiking of the gas
The
price.
government backed down, man.
Yep.
They backed down.
yeah,
The
the
yellow
backed
vests.
down.
Temporarily.
No, he's suspending it completely now.
No, but I heard it got the law
he
got
gave it
extended to 2000 and
Oh, is it? 'Cause I heard it was originally 6 months.
Yeah.
He was going to freeze it to 6 months, and then he backed off it completely. And he's saying it's to a certain time now.
But 89,000 police officers got deployed when it was going on. That's like martial law, bro.
Well, they said, there's an article that I read that said 9 out of 10 civilians are down with this protest.
Yeah.
So that's a great article.
And that's just over gas.
Come on, come
Over
on.
gas.
Just gas. What about food?
Yeah, exactly.
What about food? Water? What are they gonna do when that happens?
Okay, so yeah, you can't use your car and shit. Yeah, okay, that's annoying.
Yeah.
It's annoying more than anything. Not essential, but it's annoying. Imagine it's your food, man.
Gas is
Inflation with your food is you can't afford to buy your bread. All out hell, man.
Hey, that's why when the more worse things get, the internet's gonna get shut down, man.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna get so
Because you're
desperate.
communicating through the internet and
That's
stuff like
right.
that. You'd be like, oh no, these are terrorist groups, you can't communicate. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut
And
down
it was
WhatsApp. Shut
it was
down
shut down a couple weeks ago. You know,
shut it down.
for other reasons, but still, he's trying you. Esau can press a button, shut down, and your social feed. And I was watching something else, but that's another topic, man. I'll do a video on it separately. But basically, the guys who made that social media basically made it for people who have like anxiety and certain issues, man. All right, they basically like to, you know, feed into negative vibrations. Basically, that's how they set it up. But I'll probably post a video on it to brothers.